Hello guys, welcome back. In the previous video, we understood how to find the number of digits in factorial. Now let's try to see where this logic fails. So if you observe here, for 5 factorial, we got the output to be 3, the number of digits. Similarly, for 4, you got the output to be 2. But what if I give a very large number? Let's try to take maybe 1000 factorial. So let's try to give 1000 factorial and try to observe the output. Let me run this. So giving the value 1000. Right. If you observe, we are getting the output. That's fine, right? Then what is the problem? So if you observe, the number of digits in 1000 factorial are 2568 digits. Okay. The number of digits are 2568 digits. So here comes the point. So this logic is working in Python. But what about if you take the other programming language like C, Java, C++? There can we store the value of an integer which is having like 2568 digits? Of course it's not possible. So then what exactly happens? The same logic in C, Java, C++ would definitely fail. Then what we are supposed to do? So what would be the exact logic to be solved? So before just understanding, let's try to see for finding number of digits, all the time we use the time complexity to be order of log of the given number. So to be precise, log base 10 of the given number would be the time complexity. Let's try to see what is the beauty of this time complexity log base 10. So if I just take some numbers starting from like 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, let me try to apply logarithm for all these numbers. So if you say log 1, log 10, log 100, so log 1 would be 0. So we are applying log for all these numbers. So we get the outputs to be, so log 1 would be 0. So log 10 would be 1. Similarly, 2, 3, 4, you would be getting the answers. So the answers would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So log 1 is 0. Similarly, log 100 is 2. Log 1000 is 3. So on would you get. Now let's say how many digits are there in the value 1. So one digit. So can we increment plus 1? Yes. How many digits are there in the value 1000? 4. So can we increment the value 3 plus 1? So approximately adding plus 1 is giving us the number of digits of this respective number. So like we conclude that adding plus 1 would give us the number of digits. This seems to be absolutely fine. But what if I take some numbers like which are not the powers of 10? So let me take the value 5. So if I consider the value 5, so 5 would be lying in the range from 1 to 10. So meaning that the value would be approximately from 0 to 1, right? Similarly, if I take the value 55, that would be lying in range from 10 to 100, meaning the value would be approximately from 1 to 2. Similarly, the value 555 also. If you observe like somewhere in between these means, we can say that the values would be in float. So what we are supposed to do, we'll be supposed to convert these values to the integer. So now we can conclude that for finding number of digits, we can say integer of log base 10 of number plus 1. So let's try to understand in detail. So now here our number is 1000 factorial. So now we are supposed to first find log 10 of 1000 factorial. After we find this respective value, we'll try to do the same value integer and then we'll increment by 1. So first let's try to find what is log 10 of 1000 factorial. So log 10 of 1000 factorial can be written as 1000 into 999 factorial. Right. So this would be in the format of log A into B. So log A into B can be written as log A plus log B. So again, if I can just take log 999 factorial, that can be written as 999 into 998 factorial. So if you just observe, it goes on until 1. So this is of the same format A into B. So we can say A plus B, so on. So now here we can just assume that log 1000 plus log 999 plus log 998 plus so on until the value log 1. Now if you observe, we have break down this into very minimal step. So here we can just try to take a loop. So where we can run from either 1000 to 1 or 1 to 1000 each and every time for the number what you are trying to do, you do log and try to calculate the sum. Once you calculate the sum, convert the given value to integer and increment by 1. So let's try to put this code into our Visual Studio. So let us comment out the earlier code. What do we have? All right. So input is considered. So now what we are supposed to do, we need to calculate the value sum. So let's start our for I in range. So either the way we can go. So either you start from 1000 to 1 or we can go from 1 to 1000. So we can start with 1. So let's go until the number including our number. So each and every time you need to calculate log base 10 of your respective value I. Here log 10 is nothing but which is our a function which is not yet imported. So what we can do is we can directly import this value from math. So from math, we'll be importing our log 10. So I'll just change the syntax to from math, we'll directly import log based on of our number. Right. So we have it. So now we are calculating the sum. So once we calculate this sum, so we can say the number of digits would be integer of the sum whatever you get plus 1. So let's try to print the value of our count. So let's run this code and try to observe for initial value 5. So giving the value 5, output is 3. Similarly, let's give the value 4, output is 2. Let's give the value 1000 this time. The output should be 2568. Yes. So this code is pretty simple. So now doesn't matter whatever programming language we choose, it can be either Python, C, C++, Java. This logic works in all the programming languages because we have a loop. So we have a variable where it can add log 10 of I, then you can convert that to integer and you can increment by 1. So the time complexity of this program would be, so here we are running a loop, so which is starting from the value 1 going until the number. So time complexity would be order of n. That's all for this video guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.